Hi guys, welcome to my studio, craft room, whatever you want to call it. Welcome to my channel. This is one of my Tuesday trimming things, which is usually a short and sweet, why do we do that, or how do we do that kind of thing. So today I was going to talk about scoring. I have been watching a lot of YouTube with all of this stuff going on and staying at home and all. And I noticed that some people fold it one way, some people fold it the other. Some people don't use score tools. Some people use different types of score tools. Some people use different type of scoring, this type of scoring tool or this type of scoring tool. So I just thought I would come on and, the beginners, you out there will probably appreciate this more than anybody else, but here we go. First off, why do we score? It helps us get a crisper, cleaner line when we fold our paper. However, sometimes when we score, it doesn't match up perfectly. Even though we're measuring it and we're scoring it down in the right in the middle, when we fold it, it's uneven. Very irritating. You're like, so why am I doing this? Because I know I ask that question quite often. So first, I wanted to say that when it comes right down to it, you do not have to have any of these type of machines. If you have a ruler and a stylus from, God, we used to have these years ago. This is an old Fiskars one. You can score. Okay, you just run it right down your ruler on your table. Bam, you got a score line. Okay, but there's all kinds, and this one, I wanted to pull this one out. So there's all different types of score tools. There's a stylus, and that is a little ball on the end. That one is a very tiny ball, and this is actually one that I really like using because it does make the smaller, it just makes sense. The smaller the crease is, the more accurate the fold is going to actually end up being. I think that would make sense to people. So like when you use one like this, which is very fat with a round tip on the end, it doesn't really go into the lines a lot. I just don't think you get near as nice a score as you do on this. Now, however, when you're using a ball, a stylus type to score, it's a little easier to tear your paper. So you do have to watch out for that. Now, this is one of those Teflon bone folders, and I don't score with this one. I have got so much glue on my hands from doing my projects. I might score around chipboard when I'm making an album or something like that. And then this is one that you can get at the local stores for $5.99, I think, or something like that. And it's just a plastic bone folder, but I think it's plastic. But this is the one I started out with. It was either this one or this one. But I love my Teflon. But anyway, we're not talking about that. So those are the different kind of tools to score with. This is a all-in-one by We Are Memory Keeper. And you have your scoreboard and your paper cutter. Now, I love this. You have this little feature here. Now, this is the older one. The newer one basically works the same. It's got a few other things. I've not actually had my hands on the newer one. But you'll have a little lip here for scoring, and then you flip this and you have your cutting. Okay. So this is one that you can do both, and it folds up so you can either use it open or close. So that's nice. And it cuts okay. I am still, as far as cutting, my Fiskars Pro is like butter. Now this is a Martha Stewart, the little scoreboard. I don't actually know what it's called. Shoot. And they have score pals and, big ones and small ones. And this comes with its own score tool as well. And it is quite slender. So, to me, it just makes sense. The more narrow the groove is, the more correct you're going to have your score. Yes. And then, this one, I am so sorry. Yawning, and I'm not tired. I think I'm hungry actually. This is Stampin' Ups, but they're most all of these scoreboards are the same. Now this is also a stylist with the small ball on the end, and so this is a nice one as well. Now getting into the actual scoring. So, I've got a couple pieces of paper, and I just am going to, these are 1-inch pieces of paper, and I'm going to score at a 1/2 inch. And I'm just using the regular score tool with this one. And I'm going to use the small ball on a stylist for this one. Now, I want you to look, and I hope you can see that there's a little bit of a difference. I don't know if you can see. I can't tell if you can see or not. There, I know you can see the score marks, but if you can actually tell a difference. This one is much thinner. This one is the one made with the Martha Stewart. This one is made with the ball. So, again, we're going with that kind of thought. It's the thinner the one. And then the big secret that I've seen, and I don't know if it's a right or the wrong way, this is the way I was taught years and years and years ago, is you have your valley, which is the side you score on. You're making a valley. And on the other side, there's the little hump, you're making the mountain. You turn, when you go to fold your score line, you turn your valley into a mountain, and your mountain into a valley. Now, this folded absolutely perfectly. It lines up that way and that way. And I'm going to do the same here. I've got the valley. This is the mountain. And I'm going to fold it. Let's take your time. And again, it folded perfectly. Okay? Now, I am going to do the same thing with both of them. There's that one with the Martha Stewart, and then the little ball. And I just went down once with each. Now I'm going to do it the other way, where you are going to leave the valley as the valley. So you're going to pull it forward like this and fold it. And it worked well. But if you open it up, you see this weird, I don't know, I can't tell if you can see this or not, but you see it almost the double line. And look at, let's see. Okay, and this one has a single line. So this makes a double line, and it, I don't know, it just looks a little messier. And it's still folded nicely, but I quite honestly, this is very thick cardstock, so it's really good cardstock. And so I am going to, again, take the mountain and keep it a mountain. Okay, it folded crooked, which is normally what I have happen when I do that. and I have that double line in there again. Let's see. And so, you know, I think it's really all preference, but to me, when I make my valley a mountain and my mountain a valley, I get a cleaner fold where I can just go boom, burnish it, and go. So I just wanted to kind of tell you that I use my Martha Stewart most of the time on, you know, my daily crafting and stuff. When I am designing, I usually use the 12 by 12 size. And I use the We Are Memory Keeper one or my Stampin' Up one. But again, you can get them at the Score Pals. All of them are they're all very comparable. Another thing I wanted to do, and I don't know what I did with my other, let me show you. That is huge. That is with this score tool. And when you fold it, now I'm going to make my valley, my mountain. And I've got some of it folding on this end of the fold line, and this side is folding on that end of the fold line. And you get a horrible, I say it over and over and over again. The thinner the score tool or the stylist, the smaller the ball, the better you're going to get a nice fold. That's it. I just wanted to share a little tip with you guys, or impart a little knowledge. That's about it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.